Our coverage of the 11U Cal Ripken World Series is made possible by Blue Crew, for all of your umpire needs. Pulse Technology, leading the way in technological innovation for over 70 years. Strack & Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn. Visit Michigan City LaPorte. Closer than you think, better than you imagine. Ironworkers Local 395. Proud to be union. Crowell Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Bricklayers Local 4, the best hands in the business. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made. Diamond Plate Eatery and Pub, eat, drink, play. IBEW Local 697, proud to support high school sports. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT. Public Bar and Rec, make it public. Station 21 American Grill, eat, drink, relax. You're watching the 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining us, and welcome to live video coverage of the 2026 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network. We come to you today from Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point, as it is the group stage, day 3, as Peachtree takes on South Bend East Side. I'm Mike Dewan. I'll have the play-by-play for all of today's action. Again, a 5-game slate here on the Region Sports Network at A Field, Major Field, of course, kicking off here very briefly. Again, it is day 3 of group stages, so eventually, over the course of the broadcast, we'll start to look at the standings. And we're getting into the nitty-gritty. But right now, we'll step aside for the national anthem. Back here on the Region Sports Network. Again, we thank you all for joining us. Feel free to chime in wherever you're watching from in our YouTube and Facebook comments. We're also live on our website at regionsports.com. We cannot thank you enough for sticking with us through the first 2 days, and we have plenty more baseball action to come, as this is Game 21 of the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series. Again, Mike Dewan here, our cameraman Martin Murillo Jr., and our producer for this ball game is Tony Madrino. All right, as the two coaches meet, we'll start with South Bend East Side. Looking at their lineup, leading off is Jude Smith. He's the extra hitter. Number 0, Andrew Overly will bat second and play right. Declan Shannon is at the hot corner, and he'll bat third. Starting on the bump for South Bend East Side is Grady Christensen. He'll bat fourth. The backstop is Grayson Franco, batting fifth. The shortstop, number 24, Theo Hostelter. In left field, batting seventh, wearing number 7th, is Joel Rodriguez. At second base, number 11, Easton Scott. And the first baseman, number 20, Pete Falvey, rounds out the lineup for South Bend East Side. Playing center for them as well is number 1, Evan Concanon. Now turning things over to Peachtree from Crozet, Virginia, the 2026 11U Mid-Atlantic Region qualifier. Leading off for them is Braxton Simmons. He'll play short. Batting second and playing third is Gray Palmer. The backstop and batting third is Rawlings Camrath. The pitcher and batting fourth, number 44, Jack Watson. In left and batting fifth, Parker Lambert. At second, number 7, Jackson McKinney. In right was number 1, Teddy James Weaver. Playing first, batting eighth, Andrew Haley. And the extra hitter, Will Bird, rounds out the lineup for Peachtree. Looking at the standings of these two squads. So again, as we get to day 3, on only 2 more days left of pool play. 20 teams, of course, in this tournament. 12 will advance to the winner's bracket, a.k.a. the gold bracket. And so looking at how things shape out, again, 4 pools, you do the math. Top 3 from each pool advance. Coming into Pool D, Hawaii Kai leads the way at 2-0. Then Peachtree and Eastside both at 1-1. So a pivotal game here in Pool D. Sumter also behind, lurking at 1-1, while Unionville is 0-2. And the tiebreaker, how things work for that, obviously record, of course, plays a big part. And then it's runs allowed. So pitching and defense is huge in this tournament. You'd think it'd be runs scored, but that ends up kind of becoming the third tiebreaker, run differential. And if a team wins by a mercy rule, they only get maximum of 10 runs. So you could win a game 25-3, and you're only going to get 10 runs added on. So, but it is all about pitching and defense, and we've seen plenty of that here through 20 games here in the Cal Ripken World Series. Again, we thank you all for joining us. Please chime back in the comments where you're tuning in from, who you're supporting. And you, the viewers, make this all possible. We thank you all once again. We've been doing this for a few years' time. We just reached over 8,000 subscribers. A lot of new fans here, so thank you once again. Again, I'm Mike Dewan. On the call here for these first 3 games on field day, Martin Murillo Jr. is our camera guy. Tony Madrino is producing this game. And our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, and the operations manager of Region Sports Network is Rich Castillo. Couple more warm-up pitches for the starting pitcher for South Bend East Side. Again, Grady Christensen. We'll learn more about these players all throughout the course of the broadcast. One of the coolest things that Crown Point, Cal Ripken, and Babe Ruth presented us is these player bios. So we're excited to share some of these players, some of their favorite hobbies. Up first for Peachtree is Braxton Simmons. And away we go. First pitch outside. It's like it bounced off the umpire's mask. Second pitch just clips the outside zone for strike 1. So Peachtree coming from Virginia. The 1-1 runs inside off the catcher for 2-1. Braxton Simmons, who made a great play on the bump a couple days ago, one of the better plays we've seen all tournament long. Leading off now, playing short. Hits one back up the middle, goes too short. Play at first. He came off the bag. Infield hit there for Braxton Simmons to get the party started.
The third baseman, number 41, Gray Palmer.
Now that keeps the lineup moving. In steps Gray Palmer. Just an excuse-me sort of swing from Simmons. Used his speed, and now a threat on the base paths. Runner goes. Pitches high for a ball. Play at second, not in time. And a stolen base there for Simmons. And already some man in scoring position here for Peachtree. Now quickly a 2-0 count. Christensen hoping to find his footing here in the early going. Back is Simmons. Here comes the 2-0. That one runs inside. Great job there by the catcher to reel it back in. Against South Bend East Side, we know where they're coming from, not too far from here in Indiana. South Bend, of course, known for the University of Notre Dame. The 3-0 just clips the outside zone. They're going to have to bring back Gray Palmer, who took a couple strides down to first. We'll be sure to get the umpires' names. Big shout-out to all the crews working this tournament. And again, you'll see the blue crew pop up in one of our banners. They make things possible. That time it runs outside. Ball 4 for Palmer.
The catcher, number 11, Rawlings Camrath.
Now here comes Rawlings Camrath, who baseball-themed first name, potentially. A name like Rawlings. Got to have a good glove. Let's take a look at his bio as first pitch. Another ball, so falling behind the count. As that one ran inside. Rawlings Camrath likes history and physics for his favorite school subjects. Also likes hamburgers and fries. Come on, who doesn't? Who doesn't? The 1-0. Swung and belted out to center, but camping under it and making the catch. Runner will tag up to third. Going to be a close play. Throw is on line. He is safe. Both runners advance now, second and third, one down. Throw took the third baseman a little bit off the bag, but recovered and had a bang-bang play at third, but getting there was Simmons. But a big first out, forced by South Bend. So fly out to center. Looks like they're talking a few things over there. I don't know if something came on the field. Looks like he lost maybe a mitt, his glasses. So one down, runners on second and third. They check on the runner on third. The ball gets away. Here comes Simmons. Going to be a play at the plate. Nope, not in time. No throw. And Peachtree scores first. And that speed is just such a difference maker. It makes you think on the mound. And Peachtree strikes first. Now Jack Watson at the plate, hoping to help his cause as he's the starting pitcher for Peachtree. That one roped out to right field for a base hit. It'll drop down. Runners going to try and score, but they'll get the play at first. And runner will stay at third, so you don't see that often, but the 9-3 put out for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 12, Parker Lambert.
Palmer does advance to third. In steps Parker Lambert. Here's the yo-yo. Tries to throw down the bunt, but that'll be a foul ball. So Simmons got on, started the game with a single, and got walked. A fly out advanced him to third. And then a ball that was thrown away on a potential pickoff scored him. The 0-1. Hit to third, a nice scoop there at the hot corner and gets him out in time for out number 3. But Peachtree gets on the board first. They leave one at third. South Bend East Side up next here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Strack and Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strack and Van Til.
I almost forgot as we're back here at the Cal Ripken 11U World Series, of course, our Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game day forecast. Obviously, weather's been a bit of concern this week. Before we get into anything, got to give a big shout-out to Crown Point personnel on hand. Again, they call it a grounds crew, but it's mainly, again, all the tournament volunteers, the tournament directors, everybody that's kind of has a hand in this tournament making it possible. Spend countless hours dealing with the rain and trying to get these fields in tip-top shape, and they did just that. As Jude Smith steps to the plate, our Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game day forecast right now, 79 degrees in the hub city, cloudy, and hoping to stay that way for the rest of the day. First pitch runs outside, going to be a high of about the mid to upper 80s today. So newsflash, still hot in August. What's new? The 1-0. That runs high, but Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Jude Smith now leads the way, the extra hitter, the 2-0, in there for a called strike. South Bend East Side, the Northern State champions. They're usually a staple at all of these tournaments. Cut on hard by Smith and missed. Interest in hobbies, video games. I like this kid already. Also likes basketball and cross country. Tried framed by the catcher, but could not. Now the count runs full. So looking at cross country potentially for Smith. Could be a threat on the base paths if he potentially works a walk here. Here comes the payoff. That just gets out of the glove. Foul tip will do it again. Jude Smith, also favorite musical artist, Migos. I like him even more. The payoff again. That one clips him. He'll take his base.
The right fielder, number 0, Andrew Overly.
Now keeping a move in the starting right field, Andrew Overly. Agent 0. Checking on the runner at first. No throw down, runner back in time. One nothing Peachtree. Brought the leadoff man home. Runner goes. Pitches in there for a strike play at second. Not in time. Another stolen base. So both leadoff guys have made their presence felt, getting on base and then advancing to second. All before an out is recorded. Pitcher's in for a called strike, so now 0-1. Checking on the runner at second. Now deals. Called strike again. Clipping that top part of the zone. Andrew Overly, interest in hobbies, playing baseball, basketball, hanging with friends. Also plays the glockenspiel. Good take there from Overly. The glockenspiel. Also likes The Simpsons. Let's go. Overly, another foul tip. That one took a bite of the catcher. Looks like he's all right. Social studies and math, two favorite subjects for Mr. Overly. But Chicago Cubs, favorite pro team. Good man. The 1-2 now. After the ball got away, I believe action will start on Majors here shortly. So feel free to toggle between the streams here on the Region Sports Network. As Puerto Rico and South Lexington will do battle to kick things off. Pitch was in there for a called. Actually, that ran outside, but that one's a called strike for strike three. Clipping that outside part of the zone for the first punch out of the ball game.
The third baseman, number 10, Declan Shannon.
Now in steps Declan Shannon, starting third baseman for South Bend East side. Chops that one back to the pitcher. Going to be an easy play in time. Runner advances to third. One pitch, one out. Two down.
The pitcher, number 23, Grady Christensen.
Here comes Grady Christensen, the starting pitcher for East Side. Hoping to help his cause get back in this ball game. Good cut to left field, down for a base hit. This ball game's tied. Good ambush hitting there.
RBI, for Christensen,
We're all knotted up.
1-4. Now batting, the catcher, number 3, Grayson Franco.
Now in will step his battery mate, Grayson Franco. One chopped foul. East side led by Quinn Shannon, Gabe Franco, Todd Scott, and Ryan Harding. On the other side, head coach of Peachtree is Jeff Camrath, assistants Matt Watson, Travis Lambert, and Alden Haley. Checking on the runner at first. That one low and outside, runners back in time. Down low now for ball 2. Again, we thank you all for joining us. Chime in the comments where you're watching from, who you're supporting. A 2-1 chopped back to the pitcher once again. Another 1-3 put out ends the inning, but we're all knotted up at 1. We go to the top of the second. You're watching the 2026 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it. The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Back here on the Region Sports Network. Knotted up here at 1. Again, due up for Eastside, Theo Hostelter, Joel Rodriguez, and Easton Scott. Again, I'm Mike Dewan here with the Region Sports Network. Our cameraman for this game is Martin Murillo Jr., and our producer for the game is Tony Madrino. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, a lot of people make this whole tournament possible. It's really not easy to host this now for the third tournament in 4 years. More to come, of course, as well here at Crown Point Cal Ripken. But it's truly awesome to see.
The second baseman, number 7, Jackson McKinney.
And it's really humbling for us as well to, of course, being here in Northwest Indiana, see, a lot of teams come in and really appreciate this area. So there's a lot to do here in the Hub City. Bunt is laid down, played by the pitcher, covering the base, but not in time, beating the throw there at first.
The right fielder, number 1, Teddy James Weaver.
I believe, let me write that down, actually. That was Rodriguez that beat the throw. Let me double check this. Nope. Okay, here we are. See? Got to flip the book around. Of course, that helps as well. Throw gets away. So that was McKinney, that had the single. And now in steps Weaver. Teddy James Weaver, that is. Here comes the 0-1. So, again, runner now gets on second. We've seen this in all 3 trips to the plate for both squads. That leadoff runner getting on, then eventually swiping second base. Clips the inside part of the plate for now a 1-2 count. Teddy James Weaver also thrown a couple innings thus far. That time rips one out to center. That one is deep. That one's off the wall. That's going to be a long single for Weaver. Run will not score. Had to get a read on the ball. But runners now quickly on the corners.
The first baseman, number 6, Andrew Haley.
We've seen a couple balls leave this park specifically, so got to check where I parked out there, but beware. It looks like the center fielder is down now for Eastside. Hopefully didn't get turned around too bad out there. Hoping he's okay. Again, out there in center is Evan Concannon. Kind of an awkward play, trying to make a read on the ball. Looks like he's up and moving with a little bit of a get up. He might come out of this ball game. So, yeah, still trying to kind of walk it off. Got turned around. We'll get a name and number out there. Now in center. But Concannon will limp off. Believe that looks to be the extra hitter now turned into center fielder Jude Smith out there in center, replacing Concannon. But now runners on the corners for Peachtree after the long single. Here's Andrew Haley. And again, kind of the mind games continue on the base paths. Here comes the 0-0. Runner takes off for second. No throw down in there for called strike one. Haley's favorite pro athlete, Ketel Marte, the switch hitter. Star second baseman for the D-backs. But his favorite pro team, the San Francisco Giants. Love to hear the story on that one. The 1-1. Roped out again to center, testing out the new center fielder, makes the catch. Run will try to score from third. Play at the plate, going to be cut off by the pitcher. Peachtree out in front.
RBI Haley. Score 2-1.
So the sac fly now makes it 2-1, and in steps Will Bird.
Number 23, Will Bird.
Bird donning the 23 in the USA jerseys for Peachtree. His first pitch runs inside. Off South Bend, east side. They have the white jerseys, white on white with blue sleeves and yellow lining. Also navy print across the way. Sporting Indiana. Called strike one there. That one just outside the corner. 2-1. 2-1 cut on. That'll be foul down the first base line. Need a winning formula? We have one. Region Sports is powered by Pulse Technology, the official tonal provider of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. The 2-2. Same spot, same result, just outside for ball three. Here comes the full count, runner on second. 2-1's our score. Chopped again to the pitcher. Christensen, the first in time. Runner moves to third. We've seen a couple of these 1-3 putouts thus far.
This center fielder, number 19, Colin Burt.
So now the final hitter before the lineup potentially turns over. Center fielder Colin Burt. Favorite foods, Cincinnati chili. So the Skyline chili, that's a topic of discussion. Never had it. To each his own. I know it has the noodles, right? And you put the chili on it. Definitely a bucket list thing. That's his favorite food. Chopper to third base. In time for out number 3. A run does come across. We have a good one here brewing up, going to the bottom of the second. You're watching the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Ordering groceries has never been easier with online shopping at Strack & Van Til. Save time and money. In-store sale prices, pickup or delivery, online coupons, rewards points, and more. Shop strackandvantil.com today. Thank you all once again for tuning here on the Region Sports Network. Action just kicked off on Major Field as Puerto Rico takes on South Lexington. Again, we got 10 games today on our network, so feel free to like, subscribe, follow us on all platforms. We're live, of course, on Facebook. We have a website at regionsports.com. Back here now, it is Theo Hostelter leading off the bottom of the second. Pitch runs inside. He ducks out of the way. Hostelter, favorite hobbies, fishing, especially bass fishing. A chopper to first once again. Chopper to the pitcher. Throw to first in time. Another 1-3 put out. I believe we got that as maybe 4 or 5 here thus far. Pitcher showing the glove here early. Of course, one of the coolest things about this tournament that the tournament director Adam Whitehouse and all of his crew kind of put together is all tournament teams and all defensive teams. And the pitchers are making their case here today. The 0-0 runs high for ball one as Joel Rodriguez digs in. Now 2-0. Jack Watson looking to get back in the mix. The righty delivers. That time in there for a strike. The 2-1. Cut and fouled. So quickly Watson battles right back to twos across the board. Joel Rodriguez can cook. That's his hidden talent. Also likes Adventure Time, a great cartoon. Likes rap. Favorite historical person, Lou Brock. Tries to dip that one in for a strike, but could not. A lot of English on that. But just outside, runs the count full. And no better pieces of advice to live by. It's outside for ball three, but Rodriguez, his best advice, always be yourself. Wise words. Rodriguez takes his base.
Number 11, Easton Scott.
Easton Scott now enters the mix. One out here in the inning, pitching from the stretch. Ball gets away, but in there for a called strike. Runner will retreat back to first. Checking on the runner at first, back in time is Rodriguez. Easton Scott, favorite pro athlete, Pete Crow Armstrong. Really shooting up the list for a lot of young athletes. This time hits it out to where PCA usually reigns in center. Slaps the leather together for out number 2. Sometimes the baseball gods just work like that. 2 outs now in the inning. Now Pete Falvey will enter in with the runner on first, 2 down. 2-1's our score. Checking on the runner, but back in time. South Bend, of course, as well. Cubs connection out there. Oh, that time got the runner leaning, but the ball gets away. He'll stay at first. Throw was on time. Might have got him. Good pickoff move there from Watson. We've seen a couple balks so far, so the umpire crews have been on it. Got to be technically sound. Runner will advance to second. That's in there for a strike. Throw down to second in time. And that will end the inning. Defense all across the board on both sides. We'll be back for the top half of the third. You're watching the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome to Diamond Plate, your new go-to sports bar with a casual vibe and elevated ballpark favorites. Dig into hand-breaded chicken tenders, juicy burgers, build your own pizzas, and don't forget our full bar stocked with local favorites and everyday classics, located inside Athletic Performance Factory. Diamond Plate brings the fun with multi-sport simulators, duck pin bowling lanes, plus party space for birthdays, holidays, company outings, and fundraisers. Diamond Plate, where every bite, every sip, and every play is a win.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT. Back here on the Region Sports Network. Feel free to rewind and take a look at that strike of a throw from the backstop of Peachtree. That was Rawlings Camrath, who ended the inning with a caught stealing. But the score now reads 2-1. And Peachtree looking to get back in this here at the top of the third. Hoping to add to their lead as they turn the lineup over for the top half of the third. As it is Braxton Simmons who scored the game's opening run after getting on base with an infield hit. First pitch inside for ball one. Now the second pitch. That time runs outside. Simmons, we had a great nugget from one of our own, Adam Oppenheim. That pitch runs outside. Simmons' father is heavily involved in Virginia baseball, the College of Virginia, UVA. I believe he's a coach up there, recruiting coordinator. Also had some ties to Indiana. And the 3-0 is a ball. 4-pitch walk for Simmons. Favorite show for Simmons, ESPN. That's a gamer. Just have Sports Center on repeat. Here comes Gray Palmer. He drew a walk back in the first inning. Simmons swiped the bag in the first. Imagine he tried to do so again. There's a big number to look out for as well here in the tournament. 35 pitches for Christensen. There goes the runner. Throw down the second. Not in time. Stolen base number 2 for Simmons. In a similar situation to the top half of the first. Runner in scoring position for Palmer. Pitcher deals outside for ball 2. Christensen hoping to get back in this count. Looks like I think this is a nicely timed mound visit here. Just calm everybody down, lock everybody back in, and just talk some things over. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So Christensen will come out. He leaves the game with 37 pitches. So we'll introduce the pitcher up here next on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Just a reminder, you're watching the 2026 11U Cal Ripken World Series in Crown Point, only on the Region Sports Network. To keep up with all things Region Sports, be sure to follow us on our social media pages. We're always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we are proud to still be the only game in town. Again, keep those comment sections flooded. We love reading the stories, reading the nuggets as well. You guys providing us with some good things on these players, and just hearing again how these stories all kind of come about of these players, of these journeys here, all leading up to Northwest Indiana here in Crown Point. And we're just thankful enough to be allowed to do this and put on the showcase for these young athletes, all leading up to Saturday. New pitcher in the ball game. And first pitch taken right up the middle for a base hit. Rounding third is Simmons. He'll come in to score. No problem. As Pete Falvey, the new pitcher for South Bend East Side, welcomed with a single right up the gut. And that's the second run of the ball game for Simmons. And Palmer now 1 for 1 with the base knock and a walk earlier. Checking on the runner back at first. As Rawlings Cam Matthew had a dazzling play behind the dish. Runner goes for second again. One hopper. Not in time. Peachtree very aggressive here on the base paths. Another stolen base, the second of this inning. Roped out to right field. That's off the wall and fair. Going to be a long single for Camrath, but again, runners on the corners.
The pitcher, number 44, Jack Watson.
And Jack Watson now digs in. A good position to be in once again for Peachtree. Runner goes for second, fakes the throw down. So now runners at second and third. Still nobody down. Looks like we got 0-1 count here for Watson. That one line back to the pitcher. Knocked down. He'll throw it to first. What a play from Falvey. That was surely going to drop in for a single. Be lined for a single, I'll say. And Falvey knocked it down, composed himself, threw it to first for the first out. And another 1-3 put out. What a day for the pitchers. First pitch, called strike on the outside corner. As Lambert tried to lay down a bunt. Falvey, the righty, delivers. Popped behind us, not a play for the catcher. That'll get out of play. Tony would have had it. Our producer, Martin, would have too. Great crew on hand all around as well at the major field. Leo Stoudaher's on the call. Clint Klaus, man of the keys, and Aaron Svetlin over there behind the lens. Here's the 0-2. That one's driven to second base. A run will come in to score. There's out number 2. Situational hitting has been the name of the game here thus far for Peachtree.
The batter, the second baseman, number 7.
So now runner on third, 2 down. And the score reads 4-1 Peachtree. Now a little number down to the pitcher. Play is in time. Pitchers are making plays here, but 2 runs come across for Peachtree. The score reads 4-1. We'll be back here for the bottom of the third on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
We're back here for the bottom of the third. Mike DeWan here with the Region Sports Network. Our producer, Tony Madrino, caught the replay. You be the judge. Another quick play down on the hill. Stopped it. Close play at first, but got him out of the inning. But nonetheless, again, Peachtree plates 2 more runs. 4-1 leads our score here at A Field in Crown Point. Again, this third day of pool play, so in case you missed us in the open, weather permitting, of course, but everything starts Wednesday in terms of bracket play. There's the gold bracket. So, again, there's 4 pools of 5 teams. Top 3 from each pool make it. They make it to the gold bracket, which starts Wednesday, as well as the iron bracket, which is reserved for the bottom 2 teams in each of those pools. And it goes, of course, head-to-head and then runs allowed. So pitching and defense, or a little bit of both, pitchers that could play defense is a premium, and we've seen that today. As in steps the pitcher for Eastside currently is Pete Falvey. Dribbles one to third, but fouled. Falvey came in and relieved Christensen. As Watson delivers, that one cannot be corralled, just to the outstretched arms of Simmons. Falvey's first at-bat of the ball game results in a single.
Number 1, Evan
Concannon now digs in. Good to see him back in action again. Was taken out of center field after getting turned around on a fly ball. Came out with a bit of a limp, but back in action and ready to make a difference. Runner now on first. Nobody down here in this bottom third inning. Evan Concannon, one of his favorite hobbies, playing with friends on Fortnite. Classic video game. Generational. As I get a couple nods in the booth from all ages. Some of our crew, some of the younger guys as well, the volunteers, even a couple adults, I think, gave us a nod. That one bunted might have jammed him. Looks like he's okay. This kid's a warrior, I must say. He's all right, just walking it off. Umpire giving him some time. And he's good to go. Concannon, favorite pro athlete, Fernando Tatis Jr. The 0-1 checking back on the runner at first. Concannon looking to turn the lineup back over for Smith on deck. The 0-1, runner goes, throw is low, one hopper, out again. Make that 2 for Camrath. Caught stealing, serving justice out here. And a grounder to second for out number 2. 2 quick pitches and 2 outs as the lineup turns over. Now the center fielder, Jude Smith, will try to start a 2-out rally. But how about Rawlings Camrath? 2 outs from his arm. Making a case for a Gold Glove as a backstop. First pitch in there for a strike. Just the defense has been unreal all weekend long, and it's only Monday. We're not even halfway done with the tourney. 0-1 runs high. We got a long way to go. A couple more web gems to be seen. Here comes the 1-1 outside. Jude Smith. Paul Skeens is his favorite athlete. Outside again. He's a Pirates fan. So again, right, South Bend, of course, they have the Cubs tie, right, minor league affiliate. That one in there for a called strike, but also you could dip your toe into Michigan, right, if you're a Tigers fan, or even go out to Pennsylvania in Jude Smith's case with the Pirates. The 3-2. Chopped foul. You know, of course, Ohio as well. You have Cleveland or even Cincy. And Jude Smith, I love these superstitions, has to chew gum before the game, but then put in parentheses, but not during the game. Don't want to risk any hazards. Smart kid. The payoff pitch. Fouled off and chopped away. Good work by Smith. Good game here thus far. 4-1 reads our score. We do it again. 3-2 in there for called strike 3. Showing your stuff, Jack Watson. Strutting off the mound. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. Or, excuse me, top half of the fourth here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
And we'll come back with a Region Sports replay. Again, looking at another great throw from the backstop. It is Rawlings Camrath of Peachtree for his second caught stealing of the ball game. Again, be sure to stay with us after the game, as we do have 3 awards to hand out. Of course, we have the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. They are the insurance professionals. We have the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And the Proud to Be Union Play of the Game by Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you could become a union iron worker, visit ironworkers395.com. And we lead off now the top half of the fourth with Teddy James Weaver. Ball 2. All right, I like this. Hidden talent. Gets along with everybody, and his nickname is the Mayor. So that's how we're going to address him for the rest of the broadcast, I think. The Mayor takes strike 1. Kindness goes a long way, ladies and gentlemen, and it'll even earn you a nickname at the age of 11. The 2-1. Jammed in on the hand, shortstop camping under it, makes the catch for out 1.
The first baseman, number 6, Andrew Haley.
Andrew Haley now due up for Peachtree, who has scored in every single inning. 1 run in the first and second, and then plated 2 back in the third. Called strike on the first pitch from Falvey. That one pop fly to first base, camping under it and making the catch. Now for out number 2, quickly.
The extra hitter, number 23, Will Bird.
So a good bounce back from Pete Falvey, trying to keep his squad in the ballgame. Pitch runs outside for ball 1. The 1-0 grounded to second, gobbled up and thrown to first in time. A quick inning pitch there from Falvey. Great work from South Bend East Side. Bottom of the 4th we go. You're watching the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Oh, Bryant, yeah. East Side is due up here in the bottom of the 4th. Again, I'm Mike Dewan with the Region Sports. Martin Murillo Jr. is our camera guy. Tony Madrino is our producer. Our executive producer of this whole operation is Chris Ramirez, who will be on the call a little bit later. Rich Castillo is our operations manager as well. Again, be sure to stay up to date with all of us throughout our tournament coverage. We're live on YouTube and Facebook, of course, for our live streams, but also Instagram presence. We have a website. We've been doing this for over 25 years, longer than I think all 3 of us as a crew have been alive. So really, really cool stuff. Really cool opportunity here on RSN. First pitch fouled off from Overly. Watson, the righty, delivers. Grounded to third base. Throw across the diamond in time. Smooth play there from Palmer.
The third baseman, number 10, Declan Shannon.
Now a different third baseman hoping to make his presence felt at the plate, Declan Shannon. Shannon pops one out to left field. The left fielder will camp under it for quickly out number 2. Watson has gotten in a groove now for Peachtree and still only at 46 pitches. That one goes inside for ball one. The starting pitcher for South Bend Eastside in the ball game, Christensen, at the dish. Now quickly 2-0. Christensen, I like this. He likes collecting sports cards and autographs. And I guess that raises the question of what is his most prized collection, or collectible, I should say, his piece. He also is a full-time travel hockey athlete. Now 2-1 the count. Swung on and missed. Christensen, one of his superstitions, always has to wear the same pair of socks on a game day. Twos are wild. That one runs high for ball three. So that's one less thing to put in the load of laundry for a game day. The full count, foul tip. Also interesting for Christensen, throws righty, bats lefty. So that's something that, give yourself that advantage a little bit closer to first base. I wonder if he's a little ambidextrous as well, that's always super cool. Or just want to learn how to kind of bat lefty. Or eventually maybe could be a switch hitter in his future. And Kendrick Lamar, his favorite musical artist. No Drake around here. Here comes the full count, 3-2. That's outside for ball four. Great at bat from Christensen.
The catcher, number 3, Grayson Franco.
So a leadoff runner gets on in what has been a pretty good stretch from Watson. Try and cut into this lead is South Bend in a pivotal group play game. Pardon me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Not a leadoff. Jumping ahead in my book. I'm trying to make a 2-out rally here, excuse me. Too busy looking at Christensen's bio page. But now the 1-0 trying to cut into this lead still. 2 outs or no outs, doesn't matter. Still down 4-1. The 1-0 swung on and missed from Franco. Watson checks on the runner at first, back in time. Franco ropes one out to right field and making a diving catch. There for out number 3. Watson gets out of the mini jam. We go to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Back here on the Region Sports Network again. Don't go away after the game. 3 awards to hand out. The Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game, the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, and, of course, the Iron Workers Local 395 Proud Union Play of the Game. I'm Mike Dewan. Alongside me, Martin Murillo Jr. on the camera. Tony Madrino is our producer. On this fine Monday morning, we're starting the week off right with some baseball. Top of the 5th. As first pitch is taken outside from Colin Burt. Peachtree still leading 4-1 after a scoreless 4th frame from both sides. Burt nubs that one out to short for out number 1. Pete Falvey's been very impressive on the hill since he's come in. Has really limited the Peachtree offensive attack. And again, as group play kind of winds down, you want to try and limit runs as much as possible, no matter the result of the game. Now back up is Simmons, a deadly leadoff hitter. Took a 4-pitch walk his last time to the dish, and now quickly 2-0. Has scored both times reaching base and has logged 2 stolen bases. So just doing his job at the top of the lineup card. The 2-1 outside. Really impressive eye for Simmons as well, showcasing that. That time rolls it over to second base for the 4-3 put out.
The third baseman, number 41, Trey Palmer.
And Falvey right now, 3 up, 3 down in the 4th, and 2 quick outs here in the 5th. I'm just saying. Oh, a little English, but could not drop in for a strike. That was pretty. But here's Palmer, the 2-hitter. Had a hot shot single to right back in the 3rd. Now quickly 2-0. Here's the 2-0. That drops in for a strike. Palmer's reached base twice, drew a walk in the 1st, was stranded at 3rd, and came around to score in the 3rd. That clips the outside corner for strike 2. 2s are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. 4-1 score still reads for Peachtree, top 5th. The 2-2. Excuse me, swing, foul ball. Looks like we have action down in the Peachtree bullpen. So that looks to be number 12, Parker Lambert, warming up. The 2-2, that's outside. Peachtree has really worked the count in their favor and just making these South Bend East Side pitches work. The 3-2, chopped to shortstop. Gobbled up, throw across the diamond is in time. Nice stretch there at first for out number 3. 4-1, still our score. Some great pitching from Pete Falvey of South Bend East Side, who is up next here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Back here on the Region Sports Network, from the printer tray to the baseball diamond, Pulse Technology keeps us moving. For more information about the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, visit Pulse Technology on the web at pulsetechnology.com. Now due up for Eastside here in the bottom of the fifth is Hostelter, Rodriguez, and Scott. As Watson still in. Still shoving, still doing a great job. As Theo Hostetler hopes to get things started here in the bottom of the fifth. Again, it was 1-1 after one. And then a one-run second and a two-run third for Peachtree. Hostetler's also played some great defense at short, has been fairly tested, but has been sensational with the glove. Hostetler also plays soccer and basketball. Three-sport athlete. Also likes the white stripes as his favorite musical artist. First pitch runs outside. Willie Mays, his favorite pro athlete, has been showing the glove like Willie Mays here thus far. The 1-0 runs inside. Also another San Francisco tie, his favorite team, the 49ers. That one drops in for a strike. And his superstition has to eat only a half of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before a baseball game or practice. Only half. Now 2-2. Hostetler ropes one out to right, but that'll go foul. Drop foul. Ducks under that one. Now another full count. This time Eastside trying to get a leadoff runner on. And try to cut into this lead. Hostetler swings and misses for strike three. Only the third strikeout of the game for Watson has really led it up to his defense, who is now at 63 pitches. So what an outing from Watson, who gives the ball up to his coach, Jeff Camrath, and will have a pitching change, but a valiant effort from number 44, Jack Watson. We'll be back with the changes. You're watching the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Welcome to Diamond Plate, your new go-to sports bar with a casual vibe and elevated ballpark favorites. Dig into hand-breaded chicken tenders, juicy burgers, build your own pizzas, and don't forget our full bar stocked with local favorites and everyday classics. Located inside Athletic Performance Factory. Diamond Plate brings the fun with multi-sport simulators, duck pin bowling lanes, plus party space for birthdays, holidays, company outings, and fundraisers. Diamond Plate, where every bite, every sip, and every play is a win.
The new pitcher for Peachtree is Parker Lambert, who, yes, he could solve a Rubik's Cube, but also he's in the ball game here, looking to shut the door and relieve what has been an incredible performance on the hill from Jack Watson. Picked up the first out of the inning. As Rodriguez will come to the plate, he had a single. All the way back in the second. And now it's quickly worked a 2-0 count. Only to my count, I think one of 3 hits for Eastside was from Rodriguez. Was quickly found himself in a 3-0 count against the new pitcher. The 3-0. In there for called strike. Parker Lambert, also historical person that he wants to maybe meet or just admire. Bubba from Forrest Gump. Great movie. The 3-1. Clips the inside corner for a strike. Now quickly a full count. Aaron Judge also gets a shout out on his bio page, and the New York Yankees is listed as his favorite pro team. The 3-2 check swing, no swing. He'll take his base for ball 4. Great at bat from Rodriguez once again.
The second baseman, number 11.
He works the 1-out walk. Easton Scott now the man in charge. There's a called strike 1 on the outside corner. Easton Scott, Cubs fan, again PCA's favorite pro athlete. Also likes football, basketball, and golf. Plays football and basketball. Steph Curry got a shout out as his favorite pro athlete. He pops that one up to second base, slaps the letter together for out number 2.
Number 20, Pete Falvey.
Pete Falvey now with 2 outs and a runner on first. Has been great on the mound since coming in about mid-game, but takes a strike for an 0-1 count. Rodriguez at first. They check the runner. He gets back in time. They check on him once again. Still back in time. See if we can get a scoreboard update on majors. Again, that game's going on right now between Puerto Rico and South Lex. That one in the turf for ball 1. By the looks of it, looks like they're going to the bottom third. 7-0 South Lexington. Now the 1-1. That one finds the hole between first and second for a 2-out single. He's safe. Oh, that was close. Almost counted all my chickens before they hatched. Again, at 9-3 putout, something we've seen here today. And almost saw it again, but just beat the throw at first. Falvey now his second hit of the ball game.
Number 14, the extra hitter, Everett Harlan.
Now in comes Everett Harding. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Big chance here for Eastside. Called strike 1. The 0-1, that one's outside. So Watson, Jack Watson, who struck out the first hitter. Then relieved by Lambert. Quickly found himself in a little bit of a jam. That clips the corner for strike 2. So looking to protect here. 1-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on, down by 3. Here's the pitch. Good take outside, still kind of hammering that part of the zone that time. Outside for a ball. The 2-2. Fought away by Harding. East side, the home team. So they'll get a chance to bat in the bottom of the 6th. If needed, of course. But again, a pivotal game here. In pool play, these final 2 days really etches out the standings. 2-2 fouled away. Great work from Harding. Great battle between Lambert and Harding. We do it again. Check swing, initially ruled outside. They'll appeal down the first. No swing. And they got a runner caught between second and third. Good heads-up base running as Rodriguez will take third. Quite the at-bat from Harding. What has been his first plate appearance of the ball game. Runner at first will be on the move. So Harding will step outside. They check on the runner again at first. Might reset the signs and do it again. Arguably the pitch of the ball game here. After this. Falvey takes his lead. The 3-2. High and outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Top of the order, the center fielder.
That is more than an 11U at bat from Everett Harding. We look to the dugout. Looks like there's going to be a change at catcher as Jack Watson, who started the game on the bump, will now man things behind the dish. Replacing Rawlings Camrath, who's had quite the game as a catcher. Now we can only wait and see where he may go. As he comes out with the glove, as Coach Camrath takes the ball. We'll be back with more here. You're watching the 2026 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Strachan Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strachan Van Til.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker.
Back here on the Region Sports Network, new pitcher in the ball game was previously the catcher Rawlings Camrad, who inherits a bases-loaded jam with a 3-run lead, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch inside, Camrath, a little bit about him. I think one thing kind of stands out for him as a pitcher now, his favorite historical person, Nolan Ryan, because he loves pitching and wants to throw as hard as he did. Well, let's see it. In there for a called strike, now 1-1. Swung on and missed. Camrath coming in juiced up now quickly, 1-2. His best advice, nervous is normal. Pressure is a privilege. Well, what better time than now? The 1-2. In there for called strike 3. Camrath gets the job done, and East Side leaves him loaded. We'll be back here with the 2026 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
And it's only fitting Rawlings Camrath leads things off here in the top half of the 6th. Peachtree, in what is a pivotal pool game, leads 4-1 as it's getting late. But Camrath again inherited a bases-loaded jam with 2 outs and struck out the batter on 4 pitches. Camrath, who likes MLB The Show 26 reading and baseball card collecting. Also a history buff and likes physics. One outside for ball 1. Still in the game, Pete Falvey, who has limited the damage for Peachtree, who has scored all 4 of their runs in the first 3 innings. That one outside. Camrath again flew out in the first, had a blistering single in the 3rd. And hits it to a similar spot to right, but that time camping under it is the right fielder. Overly for out number 1.
The catcher, number 44, Jack Watson.
Now the pitcher turned backstop. Jack Watson digs in. Another curveball that cannot seem to clip the zone. That time again, another ball to start the 1-0 battle. Quickly now 2-0. Again, 3 awards at the end of the game. Of course, the superhero of the game by Crowd Companies. That clips in there for strike one. The Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game. And the Ironworkers Local 395 play of the game. Roped out to center field, camping under it, and making the catch is Smith. Two quick outs once again by Pete Falvey. Parker Lambert hopes to start a two-out rally. Takes the first pitch outside. Lambert, shrimp and burgers are his favorite food. Little surf and turf. I got to see this Rubik's Cube, too, as well. It's quite the hobby. Not easy to do. Now quickly a 2-0 count. And clips that same spot for now 2-1. The 2-1 outside for ball three. That finds the outside part of the zone for strike two. Full count coming up. Again, more action rattles on here after this on A field, approximately 12:15. In there for called strike three. We'll get to the rest of the schedule after the break, as you're watching the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome to Diamond Plate, your new go-to sports bar with a casual vibe and elevated ballpark favorites. Dig into hand-breaded chicken tenders, juicy burgers, build your own pizzas, and don't forget our full bar stocked with local favorites and everyday classics, located inside Athletic Performance Factory. Diamond Plate brings the fun with multi-sport simulators, duck pin bowling lanes, plus party space for birthdays, holidays, company outings, and fundraisers. Diamond Plate, where every bite, every sip, and every play is a win.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT. Back here on the Region Sports Network, again, action just rattles onward. We'll start with this field. What's to happen on A? Again, all these times subject to change. You can find all the streams on the Region Sports Network, and all these times are in Central Time. On A field, Black Hills takes on Manoa at 12:15. Citronelle takes on Mexico at approximately 2:30. It's Puerto Rico versus Valparaiso at 4:45. And then closing things out at approximately 7 p.m. Central Time is East Lake and Mineral Area. And plenty more action on Major as well. Hawaii Kai and Unionville do battle at 12:30, followed by a couple Crown Point games. But we're more infatuated with the here and now. Final 3 outs for South Bend. It's 4-1 reads the score, and quickly a 1-1 count. Camrath throwing straight gas, inherited again that bases loaded jam in the bottom half of the 5th. And again, idolizes Nolan Ryan. Wants to throw, it's what it says, you guys can look it up in the bio, wants to throw as fast as he can. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Took something off of it. Nasty, nasty stuff from Camrath. Here comes Declan Shannon of South Bend. And Camrath's just ready to go, wasting no time. That one bends in for a strike. Ugh. That one, a nice cut, bouncing off the shortstop's glove, and a great piece of hitting from Declan Shannon. That left the bat well, and trying to make the play was Braxton Simmons. But not an easy job to do. Here comes Grady Christensen. Got on with the base on balls back in the fourth. One down in the inning, 4-1 reads the score. Christensen rolls it over to third. Only play is going to be at first, and it brings him off the bag. He's safe. And Christensen reaches. The runner moves over to second. Now all of a sudden we have a little bit of a jam once again for Camrat. Here comes the backstop, Grayson Franco. One down, 2 runners on. Franco chops one. Looks like that'll stay a fair ball. Another tough play for the third baseman. Redeems himself. He's out. What a play by Palmer. Took a bit of a funky hop. Off balance throw, one hopper, and a nice stretch by the first baseman. Andrew Haley as well. And now quickly 2 down. Yeah, that's one way to redeem yourself. And now it's up to Theo Hostetler. First pitch cut on and missed. Hostetler again shown his glove at shortstop. Has had a couple plays here today. The 0-1. Chopped foul. That'll get out of play. Quickly 0-2. Rawlings Camrath, who gunned down 2 runners as a catcher. We'll pause in the action. Camrath again was dominant behind the dish and now hoping to shut the door and close things out for Peachtree. A win here may almost push them to the next round. And Hostetler takes that one outside. Again, the standings in this one, both these teams coming in at 1-1, a 3-team tie, really, in terms of record. In the pool play, but a big second win there for Peachtree as he gets the called strike 3, and Camrath shuts the door.
Peachtree 4, Eastside 1.
That will be the ball game. The final score reads Peachtree 4, South Bend Eastside 1. Peachtree moves to 2-1 in the pool, while South Bend Eastside now falls to 1-2 in Pool D. We'll step aside here. We got the numbers to crunch. We got the awards to hand out. We'll be back here after the break. You're watching the 2026 Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse technology on your team. Hit a home run with our managed print and copier services, IT and technology solutions, office furniture and design services, office supplies, scoreboards, and AV solutions.
Strachan Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strachan Van Til.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Back here on the Region Sports Network, again, the final score, Peachtree with the big win to open up group play here on the 8th field, 4-1 over South Bend East Side. All right, time for the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. They have offices open from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. We'll start with the winning team, Peachtree. I think I got to give it to Rawlings Camrath, who was really, we could just start defensively, right? Started as a catcher, gunned down 2 runners, and again, where we kind of stressed in the open that defense really kind of sets you apart, at least in the group play. Cut down a couple runners, ended a few innings on his own, lined a big single back in the 3rd, and then a play that we're going to talk about later in this segment, came in as a pitcher, shut the game down, recorded a save, and got some big timeouts, both behind the dish and as a pitcher. So big shout-out to Rawlings Camrath for our Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Now time for the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. We will go with Pete Falvey, who he reached base twice, but also came in relief to pitch and really shut down that Peachtree batting lineup. Pitched a couple scoreless innings, was just very, very efficient as a pitcher, and again, tried to help his cause out at the dish, reaching base twice. So shout out to Mr. Falvey for his efforts here today. And finally, the Ironworkers Local 395, proud to be Union Play of the Game. Go to ironworkers395.com to start your future as a Union Ironworker. I think we'll go back to Mr. Camrath of Peachtree. And you get the ball. All right, bottom 5th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, up 3, and what does he do in 4 pitches? He strikes out the batter, gets out of the inning, and ultimately was the play of the game in Peachtree's 4-1 victory over South Bend East Side. Again, plenty more to come here on the Region Sports Network, but that'll wrap it up here for this stream. The next one will start roughly around 12:15. Our executive producer of the Region Sports Network is Chris Ramirez. The operations manager is Rich Castillo. Our cameraman for this broadcast was Martin Murillo Jr. Our producer for this one was Tony Madrino. For the coaches of both squads, again, for looking at South Bend East Side, Quinn Shannon, and for Peachtree, Jeff Camrath. Special thanks, of course, to Crown Point Cal Ripken. Adam Whitehouse is the tournament director, along with everyone else that makes this tournament possible. The tournament volunteers, and, of course, the umpires as well. And it doesn't all happen without you guys, the viewers, on regionsports.com, YouTube/Region Sports, and Facebook/Region Sports Nation. Signing off here for the first game of the day, I'm Mike DeWan. This has been a production of the 2026 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Coverage of the 11U Cal Ripken World Series is made possible by Blue Crew for all of your umpire needs. Pulse Technology, leading the way in technological innovation for over 70 years. Strack & Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn. Visit Michigan City LaPorte. Closer than you think, better than you imagine. Ironworkers Local 395. Proud to be Union. Corral Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Bricklayers Local 4. The best hands in the business. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made. Diamond Plate Eatery and Pub. Eat, drink, play. IBEW Local 697. Proud to support high school sports. American Testing Services. America's trusted name in NDT. Public Bar and Rec. Make it public. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. You're watching the 11U Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.